My name is Caroline Poynton, and I am recording why the votes will keep coming under Labour reforms, UK politics. Caroline Poynton from Manchester Bury. Because why don't just deport a lot of them?
Good evening, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated as always.
Including Sadiq Khan and Shimmer
Puts everyone in a mood. Interesting noises regarding the refugee crisis, the manufacturing crisis, and really clamping down on what needs to be in the asylum seeker in this United Kingdom. There's a lot of people online saying this is great, this is wonderful, finally.
Bullshit.
Let's not get carried away.
I'm not. I don't believe anything you say, mate.
This nonsense. Let's just have a look at this first of all, alright?
Well, I would believe anything. They've lied about everything already.
According to
Labour, the terrorist organisation called Labour.
No arguments with that at all.
No.
Then we look at this one here as well. The UK government has announced it will end legal duties to provide support to asylum seekers. For those who break the law, they will lose all benefits and wait 20 years to reapply.
Oh, will they lose going in a hotel as well?
Public amid fears of reform winning the next general election.
And will we deport them?
So this is all about pragmatism. It's all about Labour sounding tough when they know they probably can't get a lot of these policies through their backbenches. Now, I watched an interview with Shabana Mahmood on BBC today with Laura Kuenssberg. It wasn't very impressive.
Yeah.
She was full
of Laura Kuenssberg, that's another liar.
And then we can have a conversation about it in a moment.
Quango, didn't it? Why don't you go on a different channel? Why got to be that? Why has it got to be on national, let's tell you? Why can't they go on their own channel?
This notion that refugees would have to be here for 20 years before they
it's bullshit. I don't care, they're talking
bullshit. Is it possible you could have a life here, a job here, maybe kids go to school, a family here, then after 19 years, if your country is then considered safe, you get booted out and stuff?
Why don't we just do it straight away? Boot them out straight away, deport them now.
Yes. Let's see what Shabana
Stop them coming, get the jails empty, get them out of them hotels.
Well, look, I think that firstly,
that's first thing.
Illegal migration into this country. It is an issue that is dividing our country. And
yes, because you've divided it. You have.
Including in my own constituency, we have a system that is out of control. It's unfair, and it's putting huge pressure on communities.
It's unfair on everyone. It's putting a lot of pressure on all communities.
To this system, so that we can retain public permission and public confidence in having an asylum system.
But you don't care. We haven't even got one, love.
Designed to do, and because of that, we are looking to reduce the number of arrivals into the country, increase the number of removals of those who have the right to be in this country, and alongside that, as we restore order and control,
why just shut the fucking gates?
Safe and legal routes for people.
Wait, no. We don't need safe and legal routes at the moment. We just shut the borders. We need to stop everything.
Here,
everything needs to stop.
Right?
Everything from the start needs to stop. No one else is allowed in the country.
Sorry, your country's safe. Go.
No, I'm saying nobody else is allowed to come into the country.
Yes.
And then once they've got it, nobody else is allowed to come into the country. No boats, no one else is coming into the country. Then we can come into the country and start to clean up the country. Then from there, we can start deporting people.
And all of the rights that go alongside that.
We can go from the hotel to the jail.
This is important, alright, because anybody who is an asylum seeker in the United Kingdom, I've always believed in the principle that if you are an asylum seeker, that's a temporary process.
Yeah.
What we get is we get a lot of students, we get a lot of people on travel visas,
and they don't leave.
Family members.
They lie.
And what they do is when their visa expires, when it runs out, they just put their hands up in the air and say, right, okay, I'll claim asylum. All they've got to do is tough out the process as it was for 5 years, and then they get the indefinite leave to remain.
And bring the family who are in the meantime.
The Home Secretary is right about this, but the prescription.
Yeah, but how are they going to stop that when they're going to be doing all this Palestine stuff now?
No, don't give
them
any credit.
I don't care, no, yeah, you're right. I'm not giving them any credit, mate. I can't stand
They
it.
are not to be trusted.
No.
They are legacy party politicians.
Yeah,
They've
and
had
they're liars.
decades and decades to get their ducks in a row.
They've
Their
done
house
fuck
in order,
all.
and they have failed
They've done nothing for this
comprehensively.
country, mate.
Do not take it as what they mean what they say. They do not.
They don't mean anything. They're
And
shite.
the situation will be assessed every 2.5 years. So if your country becomes safe...
Why not every 6 months? Why every 2.5 years? This is because what they can do is, if they get this in, they can drag it out 2.5 years till just before the next general election.
I say we just
and then
deport
they can go to the people
we deport King
and
Charles,
treat
we
us like
deport
idiots, treat us like monkeys, and
Khan.
go, look what we're doing, we're doing something about it. Don't you see? You don't need reform.
Exactly.
We're doing
we
it.
do need
We're
reform,
over
and we
rules.
need fucking Ben Libby,
Don't
we
buy
need
it.
Rupert
Don't buy it.
Lowe.
You're going. Simple
We
as.
need Rupert, exactly, they need to go, all of them. Sadiq Khan, King Charles, Labour, which are not Labour, they're a terrorist organisation. They're not Labour, they're not governments, they're terrorists. And we need proper new government, what we call proper governments. We need Rupert Lowe, we need Ben Libby, we need Nick from UKIP, we need Tommy Robinson, we need reform, we need everybody of them
Well,
together
you're going to be looking at the skills
to deal with this
currently
stuff.
at, the threshold for coming into the country and contributing to the country.
I'm not being funny, but I don't want just Nigel Farage and
Are you
Yusuf.
going to be looking at, do you have to earn 30k a year, 40k
I
a year,
would
50k a
prefer
year before you'll come
Ben
on a work
Libby,
visa?
Rupert
Are you
Lowe,
going to be revising the skills
Nick,
that people
Tommy
are
Robinson,
classed as if they're a skilled worker?
It will promote fairness and contribution.
Paul Fawn, Danny,
Reviewing people's cases every 2.5
like
years,
I've already said, my list that I've already said, the people that I've already said. Obviously, you know, and other
The
media
Refugee
people that do
Council, from
media
what I
and different
understand,
things.
is they are a charity. They advise the government on policy, like the Refugees Welcome campaign. And when you see all of
make
these
the
people on the
Refugees Welcome campaign
marches,
so they can rape our
probably a lot
daughters.
of them are members or actually volunteers for the Refugee Council. Alright? I wouldn't be surprised if they get taxpayer money as well.
And they say that could be a completely bureaucratic nightmare.
That young lady that got stabbed in the bedroom, the young lady.
So what's the alternative?
And then they attacked them as well, you know, attacking the parents as well. I mean, attacking their grandmas or granddads. Well, not my granddads are not here no more, but
I will look at what the Refugee
God bless,
Council
but
is
I mean,
saying. We do reassessments all the time. We are supposed to be reassessing what the situation is at the moment. Actually, one of my real frustrations since I've been in this job is often we have a set of rules and we don't enforce them properly. The work of my predecessor.
see, they don't get enforced properly.
If someone's got, say, filed asylum seeker claim, for example.
Yeah, they've got
no
these things, but they don't use them properly, you see.
Or even deporting them.
Yeah, but no, mate, this is what I mean. They've got the rules, they've got rules already. We don't need no rules because you've got them already. They just don't use them properly, you see. There you go, mate. Yeah. All the criminals. And we're harping them. We're harping criminals and allowing them to be here, mate. And they're allowing them to be more of a criminal than they already were.
They'll do one course to check up on you and basically just take you off the books.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but they say all that they could have this in their country, whatever. I was going to say, to be quite honest with you, mate, I couldn't give a fuck what they do in their country.
The Home Office don't check.
I'm going to say, it's not our problem whether they're going to get crucified or whatever in their own country. That's got nothing to do with England.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, we should not be getting in anybody else's laws. We should be getting try and be getting involved with anybody else, any other country's laws, and how they do their deal with their people. I mean, that's down to them, not down to England. Every country has their own laws and their own rules and their own ways they deal with things, or whatever, crime, whatever. Well, why should we take them in? There is no wars. There's a war in Palestine that we know of and a war in Ukraine.
Both answers were yes
Well, I'm
and
going to
yes.
say the same fleet wars around the world. What wars around the world? Because the only wars that I've heard of. Well, we heard one in Iraq a long time ago.
We'll leave that one there.
Yeah, we heard one. No, we heard one in Iraq.
Danish
And that was in 98, early 2000s or something. That's well gone. And then we've got the one in Ukraine and the one in Palestine. That's it. That's the only wars I know of.
Into the United Kingdom. Firstly, their population of between 5 and 6 million people. We're a country of 70 million people.
We've got double the amount.
We're bigger. It's not a scenario we're 10 times bigger in terms of population. Is our Home Office
I
10
don't
times
know if
bigger
we're bigger in
compared to
land.
Denmark's?
Are we
I
bigger
don't think
in
so.
land?
I think they're probably comparable.
Slightly, or
Probably
just the
ours
same
probably
size,
double the
and I'm not
size,
sure.
but it's not going to be comparable. So it's not a like-for-like scenario.
Are we
It's the
bigger in
first thing I
land
would
or
say.
smaller?
Then we get into the Danish model in a
Because
bit
if
more
we're
detail.
slightly bigger,
Alright?
but we're not much
If
bigger.
we
I don't
offer
think we're
them,
much bigger
because one
than
of
there,
the
are we?
proposals is
The
that we're going to
Denmark's
offer them
region.
£3,000 to leave. So we're going to, they break into the
I think
country.
we could be slightly bigger, but I don't think we're much
You
bigger.
get bored.
I don't
you
even know
get
if we
free
are
stuff
bigger,
under
mate.
here.
If we're not bigger, we've got double the amount they've got.
To leave. Let's
But
smooth the
fucking hell.
wheels. However, what's to stop them coming back in 6 months and doing it again?
Yeah, well, that's what they've done with France.
Nations, alright, they can go with 3K, live like kings, give it to the family member,
Yeah.
and then, I don't know, send the brother back over to do it. And they can just, you know what I mean, they're set up for life in their countries.
No, I just don't think we know somebody doing any of
It's an
this.
incentive. In Denmark, it's given that asylum is temporary. That's
We
the
shouldn't be
second
taking
point.
anybody here.
I've always assumed that that's the way that the asylum policy should work and did work.
Sorry, I had to pause it. I'll have to rewind it.
Temporary process. What we get is we get a lot of students, we get a lot of people on travel visas that are visiting family members, and what they do is when their visa expires, when it runs out, they just put their hands up in the air and say, right, okay, I'll claim asylum.
Well, they can just give it anyway, can't they? We're just paying money for them anyway.
For 5 years, and then they get the indefinite leave to remain. This is a broken system. The Home Secretary is right about this, but the prescription is wrong.
Of Labour is wrong.
People may say, well, it's a step in the right direction. No, don't give Labour any credit, don't give them any benefit of any doubt. They are politicians. They are not to be trusted. They are legacy party politicians. They've had decades and decades to get their ducks in a row, their house in order, and they've failed comprehensively. Do not take it as read they mean what they say. They do not.
And the situation will be assessed every 2.5 years. So if your country becomes safe...
Why not every 6 months? Why every 2.5 years? This is because what they can do is, if they get this in,
they can drag it out
2.5 years till just before the next general election. And then they can go to the people and treat us like idiots, treat us like monkeys and go, look what we're doing. We're doing something about it. Don't you see? You don't need reform. We're doing it. They're
doing fuck all.
Don't buy it.
They'll just be like Conservatives. They say they're doing it and they'll do fuck all.
In that intervening period and you are remaining on this...
They'll just keep gaslighting us, telling us they're doing this, they're doing that, doing this, doing that, and then they won't do shit.
Countries that have started off in conflict and people have moved in order to escape that conflict becoming safe. I think that is right. But all of the proposals that I will set out tomorrow will also provide new routes for people to be able to work in this country.
But why didn't you already set it out so you could answer the question before you went on there? Don't you think that makes sense?
Are you going to be looking at the skills?
You always say set out
the threshold for coming into the
tomorrow.
country.
Why didn't she set that out and then she could speak about what she set out?
Are you going to be looking at, do you have to earn 30k a year, 40k a year, 50k a year before you'll come on a work visa? Are you going to be revising the skills that people are classed as if they're a skilled worker?
Unfortunately, I think we should shut all channels down for start. Of anybody else coming into the country. No, I don't care. I think we should shut all the channels down for anybody else coming in the country. From working or anything, everything needs to be shut down.
Refugees Welcome campaign.
Everything needs to
when you see
stop.
all these people on the Refugees Welcome marches, probably a lot of them are members.
We need to stop all the boats coming through. We need to stop anybody being allowed from any other country to come here to study, work or anything.
And they say that could be a complete bureaucratic nightmare.
Because we've got so much going on. They'll just keep piling and piling and piling.
Laura,
Now,
what was the alternative?
the alternative is to stop everything.
This bureaucracy works. I will say that very clear. I will look at what the Refugee Council is
Then we look at in the country, we get rid of everybody out them hotels, we get rid of everybody out the jails, we clear the jails, we clear the hotels. Then, once the jails and the hotels are clear, we can clear the people that are on, I was going to say that we can start to clear the people that are homeless on the streets. The ones that are on the streets are illegal, can go deportation for the lot of them.
They could disappear into the black economy.
And then once we've cleared the street, once we cleared the jail, we can put the ones that should be in jail, then in jail. The ones that are on the streets, then into the hotels.
There's no checks on the asylum process
and we can start to keep deporting from the hotels, to deporting from the jail, and slowly from there on the country will start to clear. And I'm going to say that's going to be a 3 year to a 5 year period. I'm going to say a 5 year period of clearing the country.
If they decide to abandon the asylum process and just leave it midstream,
no, this is what I mean, mate.
There's no enforcement.
There's no enforcement for anything, well, there needs to be.
You know, and it's an absolute travesty.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Now we need to stop anybody coming into the country.
Cooper, when she was Home Secretary, and myself, is to make sure that the system itself,
at
the
the moment,
administration, the
for a couple of years,
that does work, and that we are.
I think each country needs to do that.
But the totality of the reforms that I will be setting out are designed to bring our system back into order and into control, so that we can then also continue to provide
we can also get our own country in order.
So we'll leave that one there. She doesn't really inspire me with any confidence at all.
She doesn't inspire me.
She may talk a good game. I don't even give her that much credit.
Doesn't even fucking sound good.
2 questions there.
My plan that I'm saying sounds better.
And I would have done it in 5 seconds. Simple as yes.
My plan sounds a lot better in 5 minutes. And I've not even wrote mine down. I'm talking off a piece of paper.
The thing with the Danish system, or the Danish refugee system that we have in Denmark, there's quite a few issues with copy and pasting that model into the United Kingdom. Firstly, their population of between 5 and 6 million people.
We've got past this bit.
We're a country of 70 million people. So it's not a like-for-like scenario. We're 10 times bigger in terms of population. Is our Home Office 10 times bigger compared to Denmark's? I don't think so. I think probably comparable. Or probably ours is probably double the size. But it's not going to be comparable. So it's not a like-for-like scenario. It's the first thing I would say.
We've got a lot more rules here because it's only fucking blind keep bastard jail.
Alright? If we offer them, because one of the proposals is that we're going to offer them £3,000
everybody's been under the same shit.
They break into the country, they get bored, they get free stuff when they're here, and we give them 3k to leave. This may smooth the wheels, however, what's to stop them coming back in 6 months and doing it again? A lot of these third world nations, alright, they can go
we need to get them both stopping from coming in the first place.
And then, I know, send the brother back over.
I was going to say, no, we don't want the boats in the middle of the sea. We need to get to southern France, we need to get the border in southern France blocked.
In Denmark, it's given
well, England, France and Germany, they're meant to be working together. Now we should be working, they should be working with England, we should be working with France and Germany to block the borders off all of France, all of Germany. All of southern France, no more illegal no migrants can get through France. Once you can't stop, once you can stop going through France, you can stop coming to England. We might have a few boats that might come, you know, because God knows how many people are in fucking France already, and how many people are in Germany already. Who knows? I don't know that figure yet. But what I mean is, once we stop anybody going through France and Germany, and they stop anybody going through France and Germany, right? That I'm going to say, well, that's when we can start all to clean up the countries.
The majority of the lefties and the Labour Party won't, so it's a question to whether they can actually get through some of the specific changes that they need to make in UK domestic law and the way the cottage industry regarding the asylum claims works, whether they can get any of that through. Denmark, for example, has a single appeals authority for asylum claims for refugees.
Yeah, but we need to stop them coming in a boat from France. There's no point trying to stop something in the middle of the sea. There's no point trying to say anything when they're coming, when they're in the sea and they're already here then. Because once they're already here, that's what the problem is.
You understand how cumbersome and complex
if we can't get to fucking Britain in the first place, then that problem is going to be solved. It's not solved, but that's what I mean. We need to stop the boats
in their tracks. If that means gunboats, if that means the military in the Channel, so be it.
Well, no, because that's people's lives in a way. In a way, mate. I'm not saying in the middle of the sea.
If this creates
I honestly God, because I think France have got a massive problem. Germany, we've all got a problem.
Who cares?
Between France,
Frankly.
Germany and England, and obviously half of Europe, we seem to have a massive problem.
I'm going to play here. This I believe is from young Bob. He was down in Epping at the Bell Hotel.
Oh yeah, and he's been arrested a lot, and he's been bullied, and it's
by the
terrible.
judges after an appeal to keep it open
But
to the
he
lady
keeps going,
divers.
though. Bless him, he keeps going. And he's only 17, 18, but he keeps going. He has got some balls, this young kid, you know. I mean, the amount of times he's been bullied and hit, and the police are a disgrace for him. You know, they're meant to be Christian police officers. They're not Christian, are they?
Hello, my friends. That seems like nice designer subsidised clothing you have there.
Bully someone.
Would any of you like to give a comment towards the fact that the final
Just
injunction
because
was
they don't
failed?
like
You're
what
allowed
he's
to stay
saying. They don't like the truth.
You pose your security, my friend, yeah? Your security, yeah? Your security, so where's
King
your badge?
fucking Charles is Sadiq Khan.
Officer, you just said you're not allowed to. Security,
I'll tell you what, where we can
security,
start with the
they say
deportation
on
is
strike.
deporting
That's an arrestable offence, no?
Sadiq Khan for a start, and Shamir Mood, and King Charles, because he's not English, he's German.
Still allowed to be here. My original
So,
request actually
Sadiq
listed
Khan and
this as
Shamir
their
Mood can go back to
residence,
Pakistan,
no more permanent than a
and King
hotel.
Charles can go back to bastard Germany.
Because
I'm anti-fucking German. Well, I'm anti-fucking King Charles. Anti-German, I'm anti-King Charles. And it can take the gangs that they've organised with King Charles and Sadiq Khan, that they've all organised, Labour terrorist organisation, they can get out as well.
3 meals a day they get in hotels like the Bell Hotel.
Yeah, 3 meals a day and everything. Where's my 3 meals a fucking day? Where's my right to human rights? Where's my 3 meals a day? Where's my little girl's right to a family life and human rights? Where's the homeless rights?
The scenario is,
Where's
if
your
you're a
people's
Franklin
rights?
man coming over from the continent of Europe, you get put up in a hotel for 6 months, you get free food, you get free clothes, you get everything paid
phone,
for.
money,
Alright?
a fucking knife, a baseball bat, and a fucking balaclava.
Even if the end of that process,
So you go out murdering
you are
someone.
granted asylum.
And they'll usually be on the MF5 watch list because, you know,
if you aren't granted asylum, well, in the meantime,
with the giving them a brand new
you've got free
iPhone
food,
for,
you've
so they
got
can
free
do watch
accommodation,
with
we're
them. Why
paying
don't they
for,
give me
and
one?
that is the
Why won't you give me a
incentive.
new phone?
You
Because
can
my
literally go
phone's
around,
fucked
it's
and I'm
like
on the
a-
dole.
it's like
On the lowest amount of money. They've stopped my pip. I've got no
Basically,
money
it's
to
just
feed
like
myself
going
with all my
online
cats. I haven't
and
got a
picking up
phone
your
because
favourite
it's
hotel.
broke,
I'll have this
more
one,
or
I'll
less.
have
Keeps
this
telling
one,
me
I'll
it's
have
full.
this.
I've done everything I
That's all it
can.
is, like cat
I need a
shopping
new
around
phone.
the country
I can't
because
afford to
Europe is
buy
so
one.
such.
Why
You're not
doesn't the
gonna get
government
anywhere until
give me
that
a brand new
actually ships.
iPhone?
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Now, if you like this video and you think I make some interesting points, you make me aware. Again, if you think I'm being overly hard,
No, I'm
and
not.
You think,
I'm not,
we should
mate.
go
I
on
don't
with
give a
a
fuck
shot.
what they say. I think we should
Let me know.
fucking deport them
I
all
don't.
for with
Definitely
Sadiq
not.
Khan and
Like
Shamir Mood
I like,
and King fucking
I
Charles.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, out.
Have a good day.
I will do, and they can all just get their fuck out. This is what the German police have had enough of, and then they tell us that they're scared. They're not scared. They're not scared. Someone's telling them to do it. Obviously, if the police get commanded to arrest people, then they won't arrest people. If they get commanded not to arrest people, then they won't arrest someone. I was going to say, you know, because they're not scared, me. Well, how come you can go from one thing to one thing? No, it's not that they're scared.
Only to find himself swiftly arrested.
Because they've been told to do it. So the police are getting told to do what they're meant to do or not by someone.
This is the Germany people want to see. Law enforcement standing firm, refusing to back down in the face of Islamist provocation. The message is clear, Radical. Islamists will not be allowed to take over the streets of Berlin or intimidate the authorities. The police are fed up and they're fighting back. Make your opinion count by liking this video
and they
and
fight back because
promoting
they've
it
been
from
told
your
to fight
awareness.
back.
Also, share and subscribe to our channel
If
for upcoming
they've been
updates.
told to fight back, they will. I'm sick of hearing in England that because they're scared. They're not scared. The police ain't scared in England. What it is they're being told. I was going to say control and order. They're being told. I was going to say they're being told not to. Before they were being told not to do anything about it. Now they're being told to do something about it. And arrest people.
Palestine as an excuse to wreak havoc on the streets.
Yeah.
These mobs are not freedom fighters, they are thugs. And for far too long, authorities have been too afraid of being labelled intolerant or Islamophobic
They've just
to
been
deal
told
with
to
the
not
problem
do
head on.
anything about it. They're being afraid. Because they're not afraid now, are they? So why are they not afraid all of a sudden now then? I'll tell you why, because they've been told to do something about it and arrest people.
Ordinary citizens. The recent arrest of this Islamist agitator sends a powerful message. Germany is done playing games.
I was going to say they're done playing games, now they've been told to deal with it. Thank you.
You will face the consequence. No more coddling.
Thank you,
No more
yeah.
excuse. The reality is
That's what they've been doing, cuddling them. See, they're not scared at all.
They
It's
gather
nothing to
in
do with being
large,
scared
aggressive
or
crowds,
anything
shouting
else.
slogans, waving
It's
flags,
to do with the
and
commands.
intimidating anyone who dares to
I was
challenge
going to
them.
say, if you get
They think they
commanded
can
to
bully
do
their way into
something,
getting what they
anybody
want,
that's going to
whether
dare
it's
to
silencing
challenge you,
critics, spreading
whether
their
it's
ideology,
you, whether it's
or
me,
causing
whether it's
chaos on
anyone,
the streets.
they're going to arrest you.
What they didn't count on is the growing resolve of the German police. The officers in
Exactly,
Berlin are showing that
because
they
they've been
will
told
not
to
be
stand
intimidated,
back.
no matter how loud, aggressive, or threatening these mobs become. This is exactly the kind of response
do
that
with being
has been
scared,
needed for years.
to do with
Germany
commanding.
has been far too lenient on these extremists. Radical Islamists
There you
have
go,
taken
far too
advantage of the
lenient.
country's
Nothing to do
democratic
with being
freedoms,
scared.
twisting them into tools to
Twisting
spread
the
hate
word
and fear.
AI.
They've used protests as a cover for violence.
Only
as
way
we've
they
seen
are
time
not
and time
scared,
again
is it?
with
It's not to do with
pro-Palestinian
being scared.
demonstrations turning into riots. They've
It's to
exploited
do
the
with
legal
being
system, knowing
commanded
that
to do
authorities are hesitant
something.
to act for fear of backlash. But now, it seems, Germany
Oh.
is finally waking up.
Oh, so now they don't care if they're going to get the backlash or not. Now they're going to do something about
The
it.
arrest of this Islamist in Berlin is a small but significant
So they didn't
victory
care before.
in the larger battle against radicalism.
Listen, they didn't care if they were going to get the backlash
It's about
before.
restoring order and sending a message that Germany will not tolerate extremism, no matter what form it takes.
Bullshit.
This is a fight for the soul of the country. For too long, ordinary Germans have felt abandoned by their leaders, left to watch helplessly
Yeah.
as radicals took over their streets and their communities. But now, with the police taking a stand, there's a glimmer of hope that things can change. The truth is, this isn't just Germany's problem, it's Europe's problem. Across
Yeah,
the
it's not to
continent,
Germany, it's
radical
Europe.
Islamists
England.
have been emboldened by weak leadership and soft policies. In France, we've seen riots and violence
England
erupt
as well,
in the name of
mate.
protests. In the UK, Islamist mobs have marched through the streets, waving flags and chanting hate-filled slogans, while the police stood by, afraid to intervene.
No, they wasn't afraid to intervene. They've been told to not do fuck all about it. We stopped saying they were afraid. They're not afraid. The police ain't afraid.
But Germany's police in Berlin.
Police will go in and batter you to death if you fucking do. But if they get told not to do anything about it, then they will stand back and not do anything.
Islamists can be stopped.
It's about
but they don't have to be
commanding.
allowed to intimidate and dominate. This isn't about targeting Muslims or attacking religious freedom. It's about standing up to those who use religion as a weapon to spread fear and division. The German police in Berlin
Yeah, but it might be a
are
bit
setting an
late now
example
with
for
them.
the rest of Europe. They're showing that it's
Because
possible to
they
push
are.
back against the tide of extremism, to reclaim the streets for ordinary citizens, and to restore a sense of security and pride in law enforcement. This is the kind of leadership that people have been crying out for. It's the kind of leadership that has been missing for far too long. Germany has had enough of these extremists. The Berlin police
And so is
are
England.
fed up. and they're not afraid.
And we're not afraid.
They're no longer letting themselves be intimidated.
I am not being intimidated by Sadiq Khan, King Charles, Tony fucking Blair, or the terrorist organisation called Labour. We're not going to be intimidated anymore. We're not scared. We're not being scared ever. The people of England, we need to do the same as Germany, and we need to start to fight back. Well, not violently, like you say, politically. I mean, I'm not saying violence, I'm trying to say politically. We need to fight King Charles and these people back. Yeah, and send King Charles back to Germany, where he fucking belongs, because he don't belong in England. He's not English, he's German. Well, his DNA says more than 50% German. So we'll go off his DNA. And he's German. So we should be in Germany dealing with this, shouldn't they? Not in England. Hooray! And then we can send Sadiq Khan back to Pakistan with Shimir Nida. She's a mooder. Oh, she's a fucking mood. Yeah, this is what we need in England. For all the knives and the bats at Sadiq Khan's past with King Charles. Because King Charles is the one that gives Sadiq Khan an out. Changed his religion. Jimmy fucking Savile. And the rest of it, Hitler. King Charles has changed his religion. There's one reason why I know. Halal meat, halal slaughter, whatever else is barbaric and everything else. He's not my king. He's also betrayed the Bible. It's in the Bible. He's in the fucking Bible. Oh, he's in the Bible. He can get out. You will never forgive him ever again, to say the least. No, I won't. King Charles. I mean, he's taking the fucking piss out of the country. He took the piss out of this fucking country. And I tell you, I think he should leave. Oh, I fucking do. It's not safe. They Sadiq Khans love it. Dirty old bastard. Fucking pedos. If I were going on a tramp or a man did that, I'd probably punch him in the head. Whack him on the head. Whack him in the head with a whack-a-mole.
Okay, folks, it's getting really bad out there. Or maybe I should say it's been really ugly out there. For the girls, for the women, for everybody, for young boys.
This is why I have steel-toe cap boots.
Really, really ugly out there. Oh, it's been.
Steel-toe cap boots. Every woman needs a pair.
Really, really ugly.
Every woman needs a pair of steel-toe cap boots. And you need to wear them. I know they might not be as comfy as you think, but we need to start wearing them. I need to start wearing my steel-toe cap boots, to be honest with myself, because it's the only way I'm going to be safe, isn't it? I'm not going to be safe otherwise.
When you look at the numbers, it's happening every single day. It's happening every single week. And we are here just sitting, and we're just thinking, yeah, it didn't happen to me, so it's fine. It didn't happen to my kids, so it's fine. It didn't happen to somebody that I happen to know, so it's fine. But actually, it's not fine. The chances of it happening to you or your kid is very, very high. Close. And I'm going to show you the numbers.
And my little girl's been falsely wrongly adopted by the pedo services in this fucking country. And King Charles, I hold him responsible if anything happens to her.
It will be upsetting for some of you, for some viewers. So if you are very soft-hearted,
well, he's the one that gives Sadiq Khan a freaking knighthood. What for?
Let's get to the
Why?
numbers.
Because he's changed his religion.
Right.
Because he wants
So a
to
girl went out there in
kill
Sri
Jews.
Lanka. She went out there to see her
Christians.
parents or whatever she was doing there, not to see her parents. She went out there on the trip to.
Oh. There. What's happened there? Hey. Alright, fair enough.
In today's video, we're going to show you a moment that
anyway,
has
this
gained
is
a lot of
alright.
attention.
This will do, 'cause
It
this is
features
good.
the Mayor of London,
This
Sadiq
is what we've
Khan,
been talking
being
about,
challenged
haven't I?
by another
Sadiq Khan
government official
deporting that
after he
fucker
stated that
back to
major crime in
Pakistan.
London has gone down since he became mayor back in 2016. Many people believe that this claim is misleading or oversimplified, and this official decided to confront him directly about it. We'll dive into this story in today's video, but before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Right now, only 12% of viewers are subscribed, so join the community and help us grow. What makes this exchange so interesting is that it isn't coming from a random passerby or someone on the street. It's coming from someone who also works within government, someone who deals with public issues and understands the pressure that comes with leadership. Because of that, the confrontation carries a different weight. It shows that even within government circles, there are serious disagreements about how crime is being presented to the public. In the clip, you can see the official pressing the mayor for clearer answers, pointing out that the reality many residents face does not match the picture the mayor painted. The tone is firm and it's clear that the official feels strongly that the public deserves accuracy and transparency when it comes to crime statistics and safety. You can sense the frustration, not just about the numbers themselves, but about the feeling that the situation on the ground isn't being fully acknowledged. This moment also highlights something bigger: trust. People expect honesty from their leaders, and when they feel that statistics don't line up with their lived experience, it creates tension. Even inside government, there is a push for clearer communication and more open discussion about what is actually happening in the city. As you watch the clip, pay attention to how the mayor responds, how the official challenges him, and how the conversation reflects wider public concerns. It's a strong example of accountability inside government and a reminder that officials, just like citizens, want answers that reflect reality. So let's take a look. Here's the footage of Sadiq Khan being confronted by another government official about his statements on crime. And you can decide for yourself what to make of his response.
I'm sorry, he doesn't represent anything. He's
confused.
fucking
Very simple
confused. You're confused all the time. Don't even understand English.
2016 compared to now, all the major violent crimes.
Yeah, you don't understand very much him, does he? Confused himself.
Down. The number of crimes committed using a gun is down. Burglaries are also down.
No, they're not.
No, they're also in the last year.
No, they're not.
Personal robberies are down.
No, they're not.
Theft is
it's not.
down. So we're making really good progress.
No, it's not. No, you're not.
Reducing crime.
No, you're not.
You sit there with a straight face and say crime is down. Since you became mayor in 2016, knife crime has gone up by 27%. Violence against the person has increased by 26%.
Exactly.
Robbery has increased by 57%. Theft has increased by 37%. Shoplifting has increased by 109%.
Everything has
increased. Have increased by 64%. All crime since you, Sadiq Khan, became mayor of London have increased by 26%.
He's not wanted
Don't
anymore.
Londoners deserve the
King
truth
Charles has given him an
state of
outlook for
crime
what?
in the capital from you.
You do with
Give King Charles a round of applause for giving that cunt an outlook.
Down by 18%.
Cheers, King Charles. Can't get rid of the cunt now, can we?
Over what date range? Over what date range? Since you became mayor of London.
You get
over what date
deported.
range?
Back to Pakistan. I don't care.
For the last 9 years.
I'm not
I know
racist.
you don't like the truth,
I know I'm
but
sick of
apologise to
it telling
Londoners
people that we're
over your
racist.
tenure
It can go
that you
fuck
have allowed
off
crime
back to
to
Pakistan.
skyrocket.
And King
The
Charles can
exchange
go
highlights
fuck off back
concerns
to
about
Germany.
leadership and accountability. Critics argue that the mayor's claims about crime reductions don't align with independent data or residents' experiences. The confrontation shows that even fellow government officials are demanding clarity and transparency, emphasizing the need for leaders to face tough questions and provide answers that reflect reality. This moment is a clear reminder that public trust depends on honesty and responsiveness, and that accountability is a vital part of effective governance.
Well, it is.
In other news, at least 500 diversity officers are being employed by the government at the taxpayers' expense to enforce diversity, equality and inclusion policies. Since Labour came to power, some Whitehall departments have doubled the number of staff responsible for overseeing equality, diversity, inclusion, gender, LGBT and race policies. The employment figures only emerged after a 2-year campaign led by Conservative MP Neil O'Brien,
more bothered about fucking that than fucking going on the fucking street to deal with the crime that they've created. Knife crime, violent crimes against women, or anything else. They'd rather deal with diversity than dealing with shoplifting.
As some departments have yet to release their figures. The figures reveal that there are 77 members of staff within the Ministry of Defence holding roles with the words equality, diversity, inclusion, gender, LGBT, or race in their job titles. The Office for Equality and Opportunity now employs 180 staff and leads government policy on equality issues from the Cabinet Office. This is a significant increase from December 2023, when just 28 staff were reported as holding roles with DEI, gender,
Labour
LGBT,
scam with a
or
terrorist
race in their job
organisation, the
titles.
gang.
It was also revealed
Who
that
wants to be in Labour's gang?
330
Really?
additional DEI
Who'd
staff
really want to be
outside
Labour's
the
gang? I
Central
tell you
Cabinet
what,
Office
we're
teams,
deporting them to
bringing the
wherever.
total known number across
Well,
the
Angela
civil
Rayner
service
wants to come back and be the Prime Minister. She ain't got a
Mr.
fucking
O'Brien
chance.
criticised the number of DEI roles across government as a waste of public money at a time when the country is preparing for a budget expected to increase the burden on taxpayers. The Conservative MP said the Chancellor Rachel Reeves is about to massively increase tax yet again, claiming there is no alternative. But we can see that within ministers' own departments, the number of people doing woke diversity jobs is increasing. These types of jobs cost taxpayers twice, one for their salaries, and then a second bigger cost for all the work they then create for other people to comply with various left-wing policies they generate. The fact that so many Labour ministers have tried to block the release of these figures at every turn shows that they know voters don't support these waste of money non-jobs. But rather than do what voters want and deliver value for money, Labour have prioritised funding woke ideology. When Rachel Reeves hikes our taxes, it will be this kind of rubbish that hard-working people will be paying extra for. The total cost of employing at least 510 DEI staff across Whitehall is estimated at around £28.1 million a year, based on an average civil service salary of £55,000.
Because you know what? By putting colour there, that's obstructing drivers.
These roles include teams working
that is very, very
ending
bad.
violence against women and girls.
I was going to say for the wildlife, because wildlife don't like colour. They do not like bright colours. Dogs don't. For the blind dogs, you know when they do this zebra crossing stuff, mate, and then they start putting all these bright colours there. Well, that's for the blind and stuff. And also for people to cross. They meant to be for people to cross safely. But it's also for the blind and stuff like that, yeah. And then the dog doesn't like the horses. You know when the police horses were doing with the parade, the gay parade, they do not like the colours. They don't like bright fucking luminous colours. Animals don't like bright luminous colours. And actually, if you're epilepsy and things, that could be very bad for people. There is no fucking refugees. They're all illegal immigrants. They're all aliens. I don't see any wars. That's been anywhere. Where has it been any wars? Where is the wars? Where is there wars? There isn't any. The wars are not there. There is no war. The only war there is in England, Europe. We've got the wars around the world. There is no war. There's just war in England and Europe. I don't see these wars around the world. What I see is the war around England. Something's gone wrong with that video because it's gone off. Braca show.
Hey everyone, welcome. They're taking the piss. They really are.
Well,
everyone, welcome. They're taking the piss. They
fucking really are taking the piss, mate. Oh, what's this song that you've made now? What is this he's made? He makes some good songs, eh?
Now this is a migrant hotel. 3 videos to be exact to prove that they're allowed to work illegally and no one's doing a thing about it. Now this is at Holiday Inn in West Drayton, Heathrow Airport.
Just Eat and Deliver,
massive.
And nobody's doing them on Amazon Prime either.
As workers.
Yeah, because one tried to break in someone's house the other day, didn't they? From Amazon. An illegal.
Business running out of here too. I literally never even knew about this one.
Cleaning cars or whatever. Yeah, clean car wash. No, that's fair enough that they're working there, but then we should be paying for them. No, we don't want them in the country, just get the fuck.
Is this airport parking? They ain't facing you.
Now all credit goes out to BB Audits for this. This isn't my footage, I'm using somebody else's. I will put a link to the entire video for this.
Yeah, mate, I like the guy anyway, I watch him anyway, actually, yeah.
Go and check out his channel,
it's
go
like,
and drop him a like.
Because this is the real people telling the real proper news. The proper people. I was going to say, this is expert proper stuff. This is the real people.
4 different businesses using migrants from the hotel as workers, illegally, out in the open.
So they're getting paid to be there, they're getting paid to be there, and we're paying for it, like mugs.
This is allowed illegal working. Let's go on to the next one, shall we?
And then they're allowed to fucking make us and do what they want.
Is this airport parking over here? It is, yeah? Alright, thank you.
And this is what King Charles has advocated for, because he don't want the illegals going to fucking Uganda.
It's not good, this is it, everyone.
Nope.
That was the security for the hotel, it looked like, as well. So
yeah, he's an illegal.
The hotel. Next one.
Washes. You don't understand. How much is it how much to wash car? How much to wash?
How much does it cost? How much could it cost?
You don't speak English, no?
So whose cars are they cleaning then? If they don't know how much it is?
Ask in the office.
Ah, right, okay.
You don't speak English.
So there you go, that was basically proof that a migrant was working there and he told them to go and speak to the office of the hotel. So they're knowingly running businesses.
Well, that's alright, that's better though. Now go and speak to the office people in the office. I'll go see what they've got to say for it.
Has been done about it. It's absolutely shocking.
Yeah, but let's go see what the office people are going to say now, because I've got to see what they're going to say. The office, mate.
Basic laws, absolutely disgusting.
So the law's being broken by them, the people, isn't
time and a backhand payment for all of that, aren't they? They're not doing it for free, are they? Stay saying, I'll see you on the next one.
So basically, you should have shown us the other bit. I mean, come on, I want to see the other part, really. About what they're actually doing in the hotel. No. I can't stand it.
Hello there.
I better go in a minute. Jeffrey.
Once again, while the establishment is pointing towards the mythical far right as the danger, we learn that the Islamic State is back, recruiting Brits into its ranks, using artificial intelligence.
To do it all now, here we go. No, they don't want to leave, do they? They don't want to get rid of Sadiq Khan. Because they say economics and everything else.
Of what the woke have done to our country.
Everything's always economics or whatever.
More UK citizens ready to join the ranks of the terrorist Islamic State than would join our own armed forces to defend the country from Islamic State.
Yay!
According to a Telegraph
give King
report,
Charles a round of applause for Sadiq Khan. King Charles. And fucking Tony Blair.
And don't forget how effective their social media output has been in the past.
Div King Charles a massive
And the Director General of MI5, Ken McCallum, said in his annual threat update from the MI5 HQ in Thames House, terrorism remains an ever-present threat. It demands our unrelenting focus. Since the start of 2020, MI5 and the police have disrupted 19 late-stage attack plots, and we've intervened in many hundreds of developing threats. And he also pointed out that 1 in 5 of the 232 people arrested for terrorism offences last year were 17 or under.
Under
but
the
one
age.
Phrase stuck out for me, and that was when he said, but the aggregate scale of the terrorist threat remains huge. And the range of what's coming at us from terrorists holding poisonous Islamist, extreme right-wing or other ideologies just keeps growing.
Underage people, because they're under 18, so they don't have to give their details out to who they are. Because if they're under 18, they're not allowed to give the details out, are they really, of who they are?
From far-right extremism in the UK.
So they're basically using from children,
and note that
as being a child, more or less,
20% of minors in last year's 232 terrorism arrests, there seemed to be no breakdown of the far right within that 232 number. Did there? Now going off on a quick
and they can't give any names to who these far right people are, can they? Well, surely they should just give names of who they are. What is the names of some of these far right people?
In the description box below.
Well,
so
I gather now why they're using people like 17 years old.
Our domestic intelligence
so they don't have to give us all the details.
And our foreign intelligence agency, MI6, are extremely worried about the resurgence of both IS and Al-Qaeda in the Middle East and the Horn of Africa. And one of the major drivers of these worries is the use of artificial intelligence in generating their propaganda material for the first time. Well, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? And unless unchecked, it was always going to infect the minds of the young, wasn't it?
Oh, I see. So
the AI Director General was pleased to announce that the Counter-Terrorism Operations Centre is now home to something called the Interventions Centre of Expertise. This is a new and growing multi-agency team of professionals drawn from both the national security community and wider public services, he said, with the ambition to bring a range of professional expertise in managing threats in cases involving adolescents, mental ill health,
because
and
he's not
other
thought of
complex
William
risks.
and Harry.
Now, I'm no expert, but to me
because I'm no expert, but I want William and Harry still to be the royal family.
Not on what the education
I don't care what you're saying about Harry. He needs to leave Meghan where she is. She can't come in here. He needs to bring the children. She's not fit mother here anyway. Well, wait, I see. She ain't a fit parent. She ain't a fit wife.
Might it even be the spark?
She's not a fit to be a bloody wife.
Now another quick interjection.
So let alone is she fit to be a mother either, in a way.
So here's what you need to do after liking this video. Press the subscribe button, then hit the little bell and select all. And ensure your YouTube app is set to accept notifications. That way you'll get every single video the moment we release it. And if you don't, you're going to miss out.
I want Harry to bring his children here. And I want to be able to see. I was going to say them to be able to bring their children up properly. I want to see this. We don't want kindness. We want to see the children eating a bowl of cereal. Watching some TV.
You know,
just
anyone would be surprised.
Just sometimes a bit of things that everybody else does. Everybody in the country does, normal people do.
We drive
I was going to say, but that's where we need Katie and William back. Yeah, well, this is why King Charles needs to go, mate, and we need Katie and William and their children. We need their children with Harry. We need Prince Harry and we need his children as well, with my little girl as well.
Male role models
and
in schools is dropping.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say.
About 70% and growing of our school teachers are female. In fact, according to the government in England, 75.6% of teachers.
Well, this is what
female,
I am going to try and say, like with Prince Harry. It is going to change a bit because Prince Harry's going to be a single dad here in England. On his own in England, being a single dad.
Are not wanted in
not
schools.
Forever,
no
he might find somebody else, you know, a new partner or something. But
so where
I'm saying he's got to be a single dad. But William and Katie, well, this is why we need. This is why my plan with William and Katie. This is why I want. It's important with William and Katie. It's more important than it is for King Charles. You know, King Charles is spoiling it for Katie and William. And I know, he's so selfish. He can go back to Germany and do something else, go and retire. Goodbye to King Charles. You know, and he's meant to leave some sort of good legacy behind for himself. Not a bad one. I know all he's leaving is a bad one behind. He needs to do something, and that's going to leave a bit of a legacy, a little bit of a something. And I'm going to say that something is to drop out, and give this to William and Katie. And he don't need to make it any harder for them than he's already made it. He needs to give them everything they need. King Charles needs to give William and Katie everything that they need to succeed and to do this. Because we need a new king and we need a new queen. We need new.